Tucker Carlson seems to be playing a game with himself, where each day he attempts to top in absurdity the thing he said the day before. And the most recent example I have of this for you is him proclaiming, and keep in mind, he's the most watched cable news host, proclaiming that the United States should invade Canada. Now, I know what you're thinking. Luke, you stupid liberal. You're just hyperbolically misinterpreting the genius of Tucker Carlson. He probably said something perfectly reasonable. Okay, take a look for yourself.
Ask you about Canada and what we saw happen there last winter, the trucker protests, and then the crackdown by the authoritarian government of Canada. What struck you about that?
I thought you were going to ask me whether Trudeau is Castro's son, or if
you very much obviously is, and I'm completely in favor of a Bay of Pigs operation to liberate that country. I mean, why should we stand back and let our biggest trading partner, the country with which we share the longest border, and actually, I just say a great country. I love Canada. I've always loved Canada because of its natural beauty. Why should we let it become Cuba? Like, why don't we liberate it? We're spending all this money to liberate Ukraine from the Russians. Why are we not sending an armed force north to liberate Canada from Trudeau? And I mean it.
Well, I don't know.
But then you don't have to answer.
Yeah, I don't know that I'm there yet with you.
I'm just talking myself into a frenzy here.
I was pleasantly surprised by the trucker protest.
Even Tucker Carlson seemed embarrassed about what he was saying. So he starts off by saying that he is for a Bay of Pigs style operation, meaning, well, to give you context in case you're not familiar, the United States supported anti-Castro Cubans, rebels, in an attempt to overthrow Fidel Castro, and it failed. So why you would reference a failed operation by the United States to overthrow a leader is strange in the first place. But then he clarifies, in case you didn't know what I meant, an armed force of American soldiers, I guess, to invade Canada to overthrow Justin Trudeau. Just openly calling and then getting a little embarrassed about an idea to invade one of our closest allies for the purposes of overthrowing their leader. And to make that point, referencing a failed attempt to overthrow a leader. Wow, that's a lot of whatever the word you want to use. It's a lot of it. Holy smokes. So this is Tucker Carlson's new thing. I really do think so. I think he gets more pleasure out of saying things that will get a rise out of people he doesn't like than saying things that make sense. Because lately he seems to just be doing the most absurd stories that even he can't actually believe. He doesn't actually think it would be good geopolitically or for any reason to invade Canada to overthrow Justin Trudeau. That can't possibly be an actual belief he holds. But maybe he just likes the idea of the left condemning him for it, which I'm guilty. I'm doing that. But it's too absurd not to cover. What on earth is going on with Tucker Carlson? Please let me know in the comments of this video. Somebody at the show reads every single comment. Unless it's one of those videos with thousands of comments, but for the most part, every comment gets read. So if you have questions, comments like about Tucker Carlson, this situation, put it in the comments of the YouTube video. We will see you there. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to be a part of what makes this show possible, plus get access to the full video version of the show hours before any of the clips are uploaded to YouTube, plus get the extra bonus show every single Saturday, you can do so by going to patreon.com/LukeBeasley. That's patreon.com/LukeBeasley, and there's a link in the description.